Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to take one of our favorite cars, Rip Clutchgoneski. You see him here out of the box, and here is also Rip Clutchgoneski. If you were following our videos, you see that I made several custom versions of this car, and this, by the way, is Primer Lightning McQueen. This was a car that began by making all the Pixar cars customs. We have hundreds of videos on our channel. Now, if you're a collector or you just want to watch us make some really cool customs, there's actually Finn McMissile in a tribute to Lightning McQueen, and there is Dinoco the King, painted a nice bright red in tribute to Lightning McQueen. Now today what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this car here, I'm going to take it all apart. I've been promising to paint it silver, but first I have to paint it primer gray. So what I'm going to do in a second, I'm going to put the camera on the tripod and take this car all apart and get ready to paint it primer gray. So let's get the camera on the tripod and just take this guy apart. Okay, we're all set up now. I hope I can get it back together. Now this here car was previously drilled out, the rivets were taken apart, and I had the bottom off. And I'm going to try and do it again right quick. I hope it doesn't, there, it just snaps right off. So even though the glue is in, peel this off here. There's the front spoiler. I'll have to paint that gray. I'll fix the glue first, and the bottom comes right off. There's the wheels and tires. I'm not going to touch them. I'm putting that way over here. I used to paint all the wheels. Now I don't anymore. Now, this part here comes off. I hope I remember how to put it back together. And let's see. There. This is the funny part. This is the eyes of the car, and I'm going to take this part here apart. There, the whole car is now completely apart except for this part right here. Does that come off too? I think so, somehow. Okay, I'll go off camera for a second. There, the whole thing. This is the die-cast metal part, and these are all pieces I have to paint gray. Now this is the part that I couldn't understand. This is the head of the car, or the eyes. There it is there in the original car, and here is what is inside. Now every other car in Pixar cars has the eyes are in the windshield, and the car is controlled by apparently the brain is in here. But in this car, I guess they ran out of ideas what to do, so it looks actually like a race car. It really looks like a race car with a person behind the wheel, same as Francesco Bernoulli. Francesco Bernoulli. That's silver Francesco, and this is original Francesco Bernoulli. See, he has a head inside there. So what I'm going to do is, believe it or not, clean this mess up and paint all these pieces primer gray before we do anything else. Okay, so let's we have our primer gray right here. There, lots of paint. And I used to do this to all the cars before, and then I stopped for a while. Now I'm just gonna, because I painted this so many different colors, before I put silver on this, I'm gonna have to paint the whole thing primer gray. I want this to look pretty good when it goes back together. That's why I took it all apart. I don't usually take them all apart when I do the Pixar Cars Customs, because it just does not necessary. And I make quite a mess of a lot of the cars. When I made the Demolition Derby cars, if you want to see Pixar Cars Customs, just go up top and Google search Pixar Cars Customs, and you'll see hundreds of my videos there from the last couple of years where we've taken the cars and turned them into other creations. Now I shouldn't have done that because he's got gray paint on his face, so I'll have to clean that out. I'm not going to do much to this guy. I'm just going to cover right around here with the primer. I want to get any on his helmet or his eyes or his face. This is a very tricky part. Usually I always fight with getting the colors not on the guy's face. I mean on his eyes. There. I'm just going to do that. That's good enough. Now here comes the back spoiler assembly. Now there's several different versions of these cars depending on where you buy them. Rip Clutchgoneski was kind of a collector's item when he first came out because it didn't exist outside the movie. We literally waited almost a year before I bought it on eBay before I was able to get it. Now I can buy it in Walmart. I just saw it there the other day, so I bought a new one. This is probably the new one here. I destroyed it a while ago, as opposed to taking apart the one I had, because the color was better. I like the color on the new one, the original one, better than the brand new one. Okay, so there's the spoiler assembly. I don't have to do the orange because that'll be all hidden inside the car, and this will be all put together in silver. Okay, put that down here, and this looks like the wheel covers. You can see the fenders. This is going to look pretty nice when it's done. Hope you don't mind the long video again. This is going to be one of those long ones. It takes about 10 or 12 minutes, and should turn out okay. I was making some Halloween videos the last few weeks, so if you saw them, thanks for watching. If you didn't watch the Halloween videos, there's a link up there. One of my buttons you can hit there. It'll bring down a list of Halloween videos. You probably know how to work that. And thanks again for watching it all. I appreciate that. And I plan on starting up full time making videos again in the next couple of weeks, but I had to put that on hold for a little while because I'll be working a little longer. I thought I'd be finished work, but there's more work, so you gotta work. Don't have time for videos. This is actually a Saturday morning. I'm up bright and early. I'm not sure if I should make this just as a primer car first to see how it looks. I might make 2 videos out of this. I might put this together when it dries and make a primer Rip Clutchgoneski. I'm changing my mind right now, so you might just see one video here of a primer and maybe a link to another video. I'm not quite sure. I'm trying to make a good video. I don't want to bore you guys too much because some people don't like the long videos, some people do. So I might just put this together when it dries and make a primer Rip Clutchgoneski as a Pixar car custom, and we'll see how it looks before we paint the silver. How's that sound? Okay, now we got the last piece to go. This is the body. As I said, that's die-cast metal, and I'm gonna cover up the nice black. I had all those different colors the last while. I can't wait to see it in silver because we have silver. Francesca Bernoulli, I think I showed you that a second ago. I'll show you it again before we finish up here. Once this dries up, put it all together. And I think I will just make a one video of a primer Rip Clutchgoneski with this here nice primer paint. I didn't usually do that because I make the video too long, nobody watches it, so I'll make 2 videos out of this one here. I hadn't planned on it when I started, but it looks like it's going to head that direction. Yeah, I got to hold this from the bottom, and then I'll paint it just like this. And see how it turns out. I'm kind of getting low on paint there, but I got enough, I think. I have lots in the container. This is going to look pretty good. Yes, sir. And again, guys, thanks for tuning in to watch my videos. I appreciate that. A lot of competition out there. There's thousands and thousands of people making videos, gamers, and all that stuff. And I just making Pixar Cars customs. I appreciate you being a subscriber and a loyal viewer. Some of you guys are watching them years later. I got a message from a person last night saying they watched my videos 5 years ago and they still like them. Oh, jeez, I hate when I do that. Did you see that? I dropped the car. Oh well. This is going to be a primer, so it's not the finished product. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, there's my primer parts. I'm going to put them under the heat lamp and dry them quickly, and I'll come back and assemble them, and we'll see how it looks as a primer. Now, where's my heat lamp? It's just a little light with the bulb in it. I can prop it up here, and we'll speed things up in a few minutes, but I want to show you something very important. I picked up another car the other day. Check this out. I picked up Mr. Drippy. Okay, he was on sale at Walmart. And I also picked up Laura Spinwell and Ray Reverham. I think these are the crew chief for Jackson Storm and the pit crew. So someday we'll be opening them up. So let's leave that dry and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Let's take away this heat light. And we'll move this out of the way and see how it looks. I want to try and see if I can get this back together now without damaging it too much. It is dry. Actually, almost dry. Maybe the light wasn't bright enough. Okay, there goes the rear spoiler. I have to do some touch-ups, as you can see, and see how much I got on my fingers. Let's see where this goes. I'm not quite sure I remember how it all goes perfectly in place, but I'm trying to figure it out as I go along. Oh yes, it's going to be more difficult than I thought. There. Oops, I forgot the guy's head. Okay, gotta take that out. Yeah, it's not quite dry, as you can see. That's why I'm gonna make another version later with the silver. Okay, let's put this back in. There we go. And now the front piece. Oh, this goes here first, or the wheels go in. What goes in first? The wheels? Yes, the wheels go in first, and then this piece. Must have missed a part. This way, look. That's more like it. There we go. That's okay. I'm gonna have to do some touch-ups, like I said, and then the wheels pop in. That's not quite right. There, that snap. That's telling me it went in right. Okay, now I can put this in here, just like that. And I'll have to get my paint. Yeah, that's in. Obviously, it's the right assembly. Now I have to get my paintbrush. And put down some gray primer. Oops, oh my goodness. Too much. Okay, I'll use a different brush. Now, as you can see, I made quite a mess putting it together, but luckily it's a primer car, and that's why I didn't want to do it all at once and make a silver car right away. Oops, just a little bit there, too close. Because the next coat will be silver, and I had the silver all lined up. I just spilled some on the counter actually. And let's see how this looks. So there's primer Rip Clutchgoneski. That's the video for today. What do you think? We'll come back in a couple of days' time, or maybe tomorrow, who knows when, and paint a nice silver Francesco Bernoulli. Leave a comment and let me know what you think.